This is the 2025 Toyota Tundra, one of my favorite trucks. We're not going to do a full bumper-to-bumper road test. We've done that many times before. Plus, there's dozens of other videos on YouTube that show that. Here, we're going to do mainly fuel economy runs only, and then take it off-road if the weather permits. There's a storm coming in for 3 or 4 days. Don't know how bad it's going to be. But the main focus of this video is to review the engine. Is it really better than the previous V8? There are 3 engines offered in the Tundra, all 3.4-liter V6s turbos. The base work truck engine puts out 348 horsepower, torque rating of 405 pounds-feet. You got this one here, 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is rated at 20 to 24 in two-wheel drive, or 19 to 23 in four-wheel drive like we have here. There's also a max hybrid model, 437 horsepower, 583 pounds-feet of torque. But that's a very, very expensive, hard-to-find model, and we just don't have one to show you. So is this turbo V6 better than the previous V8? And then what is the real-world fuel economy? We'll take this out and find out. The old 5.7-liter V8 was a nice motor, lasted forever, but the fuel economy was just poor. Four-wheel drive around 13 to 16 mpg, which just isn't sustainable today in high fuel prices. Plus, the bottom end torque left something to be desired. This V6 turbo is a lot quicker, has a lot more torque on the bottom end, smoother, quieter, far more pleasant to drive. And while I'm really not a fan of 10-speed automatics, we really don't need that many gears, it's still better than the previous one. I think that was a 6-speed if I recall. It's been a while. As far as reliability compared to the V8 goes, that's a bit of controversy there. The V6s made in Japan and put in the Lexus models were very reliable. The ones made in the United States, there's some debate about that, but that is for another video. Here we're just doing performance and fuel economy numbers. By the way, this has the TRD off-road package, so the ride's a wee bit stiffer than the Tundra's designed for pavement, but nothing aggravating or serious. Smooth enough for me. And the power steering feels excellent. Very quick responsive, decent feel feedback. Same with the brake pedal as well. Very firm, instant response. And I'm happy to report no creaks, rattles, or wind noise, like some of them had the first year they did the redesign. I think they're finally getting it right. By the way, let's take a look at the price sticker. $51,000, $8660 for the TRD package. Off-road. Here's all the stuff you get. 6 more options. Charging $199 for floor mats is kind of cheesy in my book. It seems about everyone's doing it. There's the tab. And I was told 19 to 22 mpg, but apparently it's 17 to 22 mpg. With an average of 19. Never hurts to read the paperwork. And the safety rating. Here's the worst MPG we've had, 11.5. Super heavy city driving, short trips of 1 or 2 miles each. Air conditioning boiling full blast. We'll reset everything and take a highway trip. See if we can bump these numbers up. Going back 6 months, here's our MPG specs. Back in June, we got 21.2 MPG. Highway driving, 21.2 mpg highway driving. Then we got 15.5 mpg driving. Then we got 12.5 mpg driving. And according to this, 21.2 was the best overall ever had. We did about 120 highway miles. We were getting 20 mpg with a slight increase in elevation of 1,000 feet climbing. And a bit of passing, it dropped to 18.7 mpg. Still better than what the V8 used to do, around 16 mpg. so I can't complain too much. We did have plans to take this off-roading, but there's just too much mud out in the roads. A lot of them are closed, so we'll have to settle for the fuel economy test right now. And even though we did not meet the claimed numbers you see on the window sticker, it's still better economy than the old discontinued V8. So no real reason to complain, especially since this motor's quicker and smoother and quieter. Now if you want to see our headlight test and night drive, here's a link coming up. Just click and watch.